Oh, what a tangled web we weave, when first we practice to deceive, but when we've deceived for quite a while, we really do improve our style. Welcome back, Interblops. On here once again with the co-winner of the last patron poll, Tecmo's Deception, Invitation to Darkness. Released in 1996 for the PlayStation, Deception was known as Kokume-kan in Japan, which I believe means something like Trap Simulator. Feel free to correct me on that. If I've got that right though, that sums up the game pretty well. In Deception and its sequels, you don't have any means of attacking enemies directly, but must lure them into traps that you set throughout your home. Deception would become a long-running cult series with entries on every generation of PlayStation hardware, and this first installment is a weird one even within its weird family. It's the only Deception game to take place in a first-person perspective, the only one that allows you to build your own murder castle, and the only one in which you can summon monsters to fight for you. Even among Deception games, there's really nothing else quite like it, and I'm looking forward to revisiting it for the first time in quite a few years. I hope you'll enjoy stalking the shadows alongside me as we accept the invitation to darkness. Smell that low-budget mid-90s CG, and that grain silo quality FMV. Delicious. Let's get started. There's really nothing of interest in the options aside from some minor controller reconfigurations and setting the audio level, so let's go on ahead to New Game. Oh, and here's something worth noting. Because you can create your own castle, the save files for this game are absolutely huge. 9 blocks on a PS1 memory card, which I believe is a little over half the capacity. And the first thing we'll need to do is name our character, and since we're going to be an evil murdering bastard, I'm going to go with V L A and D. Yes, my name is Vlad. Now, Vlad enters the Castle of the Damned. Prince of Zemeckis, Vlad has returned from his journey. Oh, now that we're in Polygon Country, I should mention that I'm running this at 4 times the normal PS1 resolution. It looks a lot better this way, aside from the seams sometimes being a little more visible. If you really prefer the original PS1 resolution experience, feel free to make your case in the comments. I'm really leaning strongly toward keeping it at the improved resolution, but I'm willing to hear you out, so again, feel free to make your case in the comments if you really want it the old school way. Anyway, His Majesty awaits you in his chamber. How are you, sire? You must be tired from your travels. Ah, but you probably don't care now that your love is here. Come closer. Dot, dot, dot. How was your visit to Angelio? And Princess Fianna. She's well, I trust? Your answer here only changes a very small amount of dialogue, so I'm just gonna go ahead with yes, she's doing just fine. Excellent. I want to talk with her a bit later. We have some serious matters to discuss. This concerns you and the future of our country. I am overjoyed about your engagement to Princess Fianna. The whole country is buzzing about the upcoming wedding. The vitality of the younger generation is surging. I think it's high time I step down as king. Majesty! Prince Urias! What's going on here, brother? What have you done? That's your sword! How could you kill your own father? Arrest Vlad at once for the assassination of the king! Framed by his brother, the prince has been accused of murdering his father. A crowd cheers as he is led to the gallows. For the murder of the king and conspiracy against the people. What punishment does he deserve? Yesterday they all loved and admired me, but today they want my head. Why won't anyone believe me? I hate these fickle people. I loathe the vile fiend who framed me. I detest everything in this world. If only I had some kind of power. Good, evil, I don't care. I need something, anything. Someone help me. Suddenly a flash of light filled the sky. Lightning is striking the prince. The Almighty must be angry. This is Almighty's punishment. His crimes are too great and unforgivable. I should be the next king, not him. Son of darkness, the one who seeks the power, wake now! I serve the Lord of Darkness. You are now in the forest of confusion. The power of the demon brought you here. You want a power to destroy anyone, don't you? Go to the castle of the damned to make a deal with the devil and become the new head of the castle. And so we begin with Chapter 1, The Master, and our story of revenge. How long has it been? A voice enters my head. Son of darkness, if you seek power, make a covenant with me to aid my resurrection. A door to the voice opens. And now we have control. It's pretty much your standard first-person type controls. You can move forward, backward, rotate left and right, use the shoulder buttons to strafe, and the second set of shoulder buttons to look up and down. We can take a look at the map. And I believe right now we're limited to the front room. The other doors are locked. Who is it? You're new to this castle, aren't you? I bet you're here to obtain the power hidden here. The power of darkness! The other door, I believe, is also locked currently, and there's a skull-shaped keyhole, worth keeping in mind for future reference. Let's see, what else can we do? And also check our stats. Most of these are pretty meaningless at the moment. We'll be able to look further into them later. Canceling out of things is triangle in this, which is gonna trip me up quite a bit, but I'll get the hang of it eventually. I'm afraid there is no chance for you to get it. Because I'll get it! Ah, someone else is pursuing the power of darkness. We've got ourselves a rival here, folks. Well, we're not gonna let him steal our thunder. What are you doing? Stop it! Well, I see another visitor over there. I'll take good care of you. Watch out! Come in this room! We better get the hell out of Dodge. Whew. Our friend seems to be over here in the corner. Hey, buddy, thanks for the, guidance there. Are you okay? He's Ardebaran. He attacks visitors. Ardebaran is the current castle master. His name is almost certainly a botched romanization of Aldebaran, which I believe is a star in the Taurus constellation. Also, some of you may be familiar with another Tecmo series, Monster Rancher. In, I believe, the first Monster Rancher on the PS1, you could create monsters by inserting CDs and just generating them from the CD data. If you put in the Tecmo's Deception CD, it would generate a special monster, Ardebaran. One of my friends was killed by him too. I'm here to avenge his death. I don't know why you were here, but I wish you luck. Bye. Well, looks like we're on our own now. We only really have one way out, and, I guess all we can do is hope that Ardebaran's wandered off somewhere and isn't still looking to kill us out in the, main hallway. Looks like he's not here anymore, but someone is. I am a merchant who sells to visitors. You must be seeking the power too. Did you check the second floor yet? Open the door on the left side of the entrance room. The key is in the large den. Good luck. In case you get injured, I'll be glad to sell you some herbs. And indeed, you can walk right up to him and buy some things if you like. Nothing here that we really need right now, though. Not interested. The sign hangs on the door. This is the solution to a puzzle. We'll need to remember the order here. First is a foot, second is a ball, and third is some sort of grating. And here we're being introduced to traps. We've got a metal ball, a copper cage, and a stomp. So what we're going to do is have to trigger these traps in order. First was a foot, so that'll be stomp. You don't want to stand too close because it is possible to damage yourself with your own traps. Then the metal ball. And last but not least, the copper cage. And just like that, a secret door. And it's a little hard to see, but if you're paying attention, you might have noticed a little flash of that sorceress-looking woman who invited us into the castle, appeared briefly in the secret door there. We can now see the hidden door on our map, which is handy enough. Here we have a prison. And if we aim down, there's a little sparkly for us. And that is the skull key. Now, if you think back to not too long ago, you will recall a hidden door with a skull sign on it. I don't believe we can go this way just yet. Key does not fit. So we'll take the hidden door back out. And if we go back into the entranceway, we can now open the skull door. The Castle of the Damned doesn't have stairs like a normal place. You use these sort of teleporter things to move up and down between floors. The two yellow and orange icons there indicate traps. So there are already some traps here on this floor without our having placed any. Placing traps will come a little later, but it's worth noting that there are traps already here, so we'll want to keep that in mind as we proceed onward. Letters are etched, but we can't read what they are. Here's another prison, but no sparklies for us. Let's see, we've got a volt cage there. And what else? Something else a little further along, it looks like. Can't quite make it out from the doorway here, though. Ton weight. Oh, and there's our good buddy Artabaran. It was almost. Ah, so he was trying to catch us with a trap. That's alright. I'll slice you eventually. Ha 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 ha! Yeah, let's go ahead and drop a volt cage on him. What the heck is this? Who set these traps here? Dude, I thought you did. Oh, missed with that one. Oh man, am I crooked. Fortunately, Artabaran is not exactly fleet. I'm really out of practice in this game. I will need to... There we go. We can now capture Artabaran, and jamming on the X button will make a capture go a little faster. Artabaran's a piece of cake, but you do have to capture people before they can break out. And how hard they are to capture depends on how much HP they have, so in the future we may have to weaken people before we can capture them. Whew, so we got his contract ring, and now we have the choice of killing him for gold or removing his soul for MP. MP is what you use to place traps, use masks, which will come up later, lots of things. Now, a lot of guides will tell you to usually take the gold, because MP can be gained in so many different ways. I actually usually take the MP because I'm not a very efficient player and I tend to spam traps around a lot. And I have never really run into problems with gold playing that way, but if I do run into problems with gold, I'll be flexible about it and start taking things that way. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the soul this time. Welcome, Revenge Seekers. The great power of the dark has been locked here in this castle. The one who can draw upon that power can do as he pleases. However, you must have a sign of your agreement. Now you have the ring symbolizing your agreement. Yeah, I don't think Artabaran will be hanging on to that any longer. I had hoped that one could utilize the power better than Artabaran did. Vlad, you are that one. Call upon the Force Crystal behind me when you need the power. But, are you sure you have what it takes to rule the castle? You must prove yourself worthy by capturing the visitor that is here. Use the Volt Cage trap, then return. What we've got here is called the Strategy Room. It's where we can do various things, including setting traps, although in the future we'll be able to set traps elsewhere as well. But we can also do things like save here and various other things. And I am, in fact, going to lay down a save game. Because the save files are so huge, they take quite a long time to lay down, so in the future I'll be editing over this. I do like the atmospheric effect of the heartbeat while the save file is taking away, though. There we go. Alright, in the future we'll be able to use that develop option to build up better traps. And in the future we'll be able to use different traps, but as was implied by Astarte, for now all we can do is use the Volt Cage trap. And that is a capture trap. Destroy traps do damage. You can use those to kill invaders outright, or just to weaken them for your capture traps. Generally it's better to use capture traps when you can. If you kill people with destroy traps, the only thing you can get from them is money, whereas, as you've seen, capture traps you get the choice of capturing their MP, or capturing their soul for MP, killing them for the money anyway, or one other option that we'll see later. Okay, sorry folks, I had to reload there due to a technical difficulty. Now then, let's strategize. Only thing we can do here is use the Volt Cage. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this trap because it's not quite where I want it to be. What I'm gonna do here is put a trap... let's see. I'm gonna put a trap... one in front of the strategy room, and one in front of this doorway. Because the invader's going to appear as soon as I come out into this hallway, and I'm probably going to have him chase me up and down a little bit before I get him under a trap. Now the only trap we can use right now is a Volt Cage, which is an area of effect type of trap. Not really an area of an effect, because you have to get the guy right under it, but by area of effect I mean you can only place them a certain distance of each other. You can't place another one within this green area around it. You also can't place them directly on walls. That's not true of every trap. There are some traps that can only be placed on walls because they spring out of them. One other thing, some traps have multiple uses. The Volt Cage only has one use. As soon as you use it, there's no cooldown, it just immediately goes away. One other thing that I should mention now that I think about it is that traps can attack in a magical or physical way. The first invader we're going to have is a soldier, which has mostly physical defense. Unfortunately, since the Volt Cage is a physical trap, the soldiers are pretty good at dodging them, so I may blow through Volt Cages because he dodges them all and have to put some more down. Nothing much you can do about that, we just don't have a trap that avoids physical defense well. We shall just have to make the best of it. Now, hopefully this will go a little better without the crash that I ran into before. What is this wall? It must be a hidden door. Ah, that's the guy who helped us escape Artabaran before. What a strange castle. I wonder where he is hiding. And notice that our Volt Cage indicator is going crazy because he's standing directly under it. Huh? Oh, it's you. Unfortunately, he doesn't stay directly under the Volt Cage. Otherwise, we could try and capture him as soon as he ends the cutscene. Too bad I lost sight of him. The next time I see him, I'll surely get him. Wait, that ring! Isn't that a sign of a covenant only the inhabitants of this castle have? I see. You're one of them? You're trying to cheat me! Right away, he'll begin to attack, so we gotta get the hell out of here. This is what I mean by having him chase me around a little bit. He'll get a little hung up on the strategy crystal here, but he'll find his way around it soon enough. Pathing AI in this game isn't particularly bright. So as soon as I get out of here, I'm going to head through the next door. Try and catch him here, as he comes through the door. Oh, got him on the first try, hot damn. This guy has relatively few HP, so I should be able to capture him without having to weaken him first. Made the frame rate go a little crazy, but it did work. Get a little XP, get a free herb, very nice. And once again, we can take his soul or we can take his gold. And I will do the soul again. He's not worth nearly as much as Artabaran, but every little bit helps. Now, I believe he opened up a secret door. Let's see if we can go through that before we go back into the strategy room, because going through the strategy room is going to end the level, and we don't want to do that quite yet. Don't think I can go through this door. Oh yeah, I can. I know there's one path here that we can't take quite yet. Another sign we can't read. Another stairway. Well, not stairway so much as teleporter, but we've discussed that before. This one we can't go into. Let me go ahead and color in the parts of the map we can go to for future reference. That'll include the stairway down. I seem to be in the habit of calling it a stairway. That door is still locked. And up this way. This is a power room. Power rooms will allow you to set traps, but they don't let you do all the other things you can do in the strategy room. Now, why am I setting traps, you might ask? That's because we technically have one more invader, although he's not hostile to us. That is Daniel, the merchant that we encountered before. Now, Daniel, I believe, just walks back and forth between this large den and the the hidden pathway hallway here. So I'm going to put a trap here in the middle of the hallway, so that'll be relatively difficult for him to evade. And one right in front of the door here, because that should be... Oh, I can't put it on top of him. Okay. Let me just let him move a little bit then, and we'll put it down in the same place. Give him a few moments to get out of the way. And he has moved. Oh, he moved back. That jerk. One moment, please. Two, three, four, go. Now, Daniel is another invader type, the merchant who has pretty good physical evasion, so capturing him is actually going to be pretty tough. But we will give it our best. Interestingly, no matter how many times we try to drop a Volt Cage on him, he will never actually twig to the fact that we're trying to kill him, and will never go hostile on us. This is not true of other merchants. Any other merchant type invader is going to always try and attack us, but the funny thing is we can still walk up to them and buy and sell. This is a very weird, very JRPG janky type of game in a number of ways. So I'm going to have to roll on back and use the other stairway, but let me finish coloring in a little more of the map. Here we have another power room, good to know about. We will pass on through the hallway. Because of my notorious pathfinding abilities, I'm going to have to check the map pretty often over the course of this LP. I do apologize for that. Really no getting around it. Okay, I am right there. And can I go up this way? Key does not fit. Okay, I'll have to go around. No biggie. Unfortunately, I will have to go back up the stairs if I want to set more traps, because I can't directly access the power room on this floor without going the long way around. Oh, I think I can look at this. Yep, a mark of the devil. Deception does not shy away from straightforwardly depicting the demonic stuff. Hey, Daniel. Oh, first try! Let's see if I can capture him all the way with the first cage. Come on, don't break out, don't break out. Haha, got him. Ooh, he's nice and valuable too. Sweet. Now, in addition to the free herb and the nice hit of MP we got there is a reason that I wanted to capture him. And that's because you can get a fairly substantial MP bonus at the end of a chapter if you kill or capture everyone in the chapter, all of the invaders. And by kill or capture all of them, I mean do the same thing to all of them. You have to capture them all or kill them all. If you mix up the two methods of disposing them, you won't get the bonus. Okay, so we go this way, and we go this way. And we go up. Only thing left to do now is to check in the power room. I got really lucky capturing Daniel. It is usually nowhere near that easy. I almost always have him evade at least 1 or 2 volt cages. Capture even the one who spared your life before. You must be heartless, or you won't survive here. Looks like you have what it takes. From this moment on, you will be the castle master. Do what you will with your newly captured flesh. Now savor this sweet power. And here we get our end of chapter report. We captured all 3 invaders. All capture bonus 1800 MP. No time bonus because that took too damn long. Get a little bonus for the success rate of our traps. Took a little damage, but not so much that we didn't get our damage bonus. And for all the traps you have on the map that are unused, you get a little of your MP back. Not bad, not bad. Puts us a little over the MP that we came in with. And you bet your ass I want to save. Alright friends, I think that'll serve nicely as our introduction to Tecmo's Deception, Invitation to Darkness. It has been a long time since I last played this game, aside from a brief technical test, and I am definitely enjoying it so far. I hope you're digging it so far as well, and that you'll accept my invitation to the darkness of Chapter 2. In the meantime, please do take care and be well. I am signing off. Today's Deal with the Devil has been brought to you by Justin Carpenter, Nolden, Zangamarth, Anonymous Benefactor, John Madigan, Sanguine Games, Misha Van Doren, Frank Grizzy, Tim J, Lolo De Puzzlo, Joshua C. Ritchie, Jared C. Rice, Sonic Rose, EX Potemkin, Alicia Goranson, Mechasaurus, DG Jono, Doug Russell, August Fortnite, Patrick Bellinger, Rob Lyons, Andy Kurland, Jarogue, Martin Schallenmakers, Mayo the Hedgefox, Hildegard Argelmach, IGV, Jazel, Joseph Hall, Hot Mayo Sandwich, Dan Larson, Electric Keat, McCaffrey Crandall, and other patrons of the damned. Much love and many thanks to you all, to everyone subscribed and watching, and to all the good folks from the comment section. I hope you have a wonderful and relaxing week, and I'll see you again real soon.